So, I start every video. So, apparently, um, today is Thursday. It is currently Thursday, March 3rd. Today, Bungie had their weekly blog, or This Week at Bungie. Great. Always love reading it every Thursday because I'm a big fan of Destiny. However, today we had some interesting information, and this information was kind of brought out prior in this. So we'll read this one first, just to kind of give some context. TLDR, if you don't want to sit here and watch, Bungie said that Destiny 2 will not be working on Linux or Steam Deck, and they will ban you if you try. So yeah, if you are on a Linux system or you are planning to just use a Steam Deck as your personal computer, just don't play Destiny. I'm sorry. As a Destiny player, this hurts so much. But let's get into the details. So, yesterday, or sometime this week, they came out and said Destiny 2 is not supported for playing the Steam Deck or any other system utilizing Steam Play's Proton unless Windows is installed and running. Players who attempt to launch Destiny 2 on the Steam Deck through SteamOS or Proton will be unable to enter the game and will be returned to their game library after a short time. Okay, fine. Players who are not accessing Destiny 2 through Windows and attempt to bypass the SteamOS and Proton incompatibility will be met with a game ban. So, yeah, that's a thing. Let's see. So, they came out in the TWAB this week, and flat out said, earlier this week, a help article went live which contained information about Destiny 2 on Steam Deck. We'd like to provide some additional information as to why Destiny 2 on SteamOS and Linux is currently not supported. That help article is this one that we just read. Our goal is to maintain a secure environment for Destiny 2 as it features both PvE and PvP combat. In an evolving dynamic world, maintaining the integrity of our security is a complex and long-term process. In some cases, it means teaming with partners like BattleEye and following their recommendations. In others, it means choosing to not support platforms that could provide bad actors with ways of compromising our own Bungie-developed anti-cheat security systems. Steam Deck is not a supported platform, and using the device will trigger our automated security systems to see usage as a potential threat to the community. While we will investigate possibilities of support for new and future platforms, we do not have any additional information at this time. So they're not ruling out the idea that they could get it working on Steam Deck. But right now, they're flat out saying, we have no intention of doing so, because by you running it on Linux, you could break the game. Or more accurately, find better ways to cheat. So, there's an interesting topic here with the Steam Deck and Linux and Destiny that I want to bring to light. And I'm pretty sure PC Gamer does this. If not PC Gamer, then it's definitely The Verge. So let's go through these. Bungie will ban Destiny 2 players trying to bypass Steam Deck incompatibility. Okay. Long story short, Destiny's not supported. Bypass rules will be met with ban. If you're going to play on Steam Deck, use it on Windows. So Proton is Valve's Linux compatibility layer, which is the key to running games programmed for Windows PC on a Linux-powered machine. Such as the Steam Deck, it's also available to use on other Linux machines, as is the open nature of Linux. However, that open nature of Linux might be the reason for Destiny 2's lack of support. Some users have taken to the Destiny subreddit to discuss the decision, including one user who explains in great depth why Bungie is in the right here. Essentially, their argument boils down to Linux's lack of secure boot and user configurable kernels, or at least in the Steam Deck's lack thereof in this regard, which could leave where did it go? I hit my spacebar. Which could leave Destiny 2's multiplayer open to cheaters. OS Secure Boot can attest with crypto signatures that it's all running to Steam Deck specifications, and that you, the user, have no right to install unauthenticated kernel-level drivers or interfere with other programs. I would not trust anti-cheat systems on Linux because Linux has no mechanism to be booted in a mode that cannot be modified by the user. We don't really know the exact reason for Bungie's lack of Steam Deck support, but it's almost certainly down to ensuring its anti-cheat software is still able to effectively keep its online multiplayer free of cheaters. It's unlikely that Valve is going to ship enough Steam Decks in the short term to make any major overhauls to Destiny 2's anti-cheat worthwhile in this case, too. That's along the same line the argument that Fortnite developer Epic made when they decided not to update Fortnite to run on the Steam Deck. The Verge had an interview with Tim Sweeney saying basically the same thing. Linux is a small market already, and if you subdivide it by blessed kernel versions, then it's made even smaller. Paired with the ability to run custom kernels that could bypass client-side anti-cheat, it became too great a risk for Epic's incredibly popular Battle Royale. We don't have confidence that we'd be able to combat cheating at scale under a wide array of kernel configurations, including custom ones. So, I understand it. Not to say that I don't. We'll get into it. And now Bungie joins them in shunning the Steam Deck's native Linux OS. That said, Apex Legends recently added support for the Steam Deck and its compatibility layer, and there are ways to get anti-cheat software operational in Linux. Even Epic's own easy anti-cheat, thus it's likely to come down to each game developer and their own integration of anti-cheat as to whether the Steam Deck and the wider Linux ecosystem is supported or not. There will soon be the ability to install Windows on the Steam Deck, should you so wish, offering another option for Steam Deck Guardians. Once the necessary drivers drop for the Steam Deck to make this possible, users will be able to run all of these games as if they were on any other gaming PC. Only the ones that's smaller and handheld. There's also the option of playing via streaming services. So a couple options here is GeForce Now. Definitely listed. Stadia is another option, although I will admit I played with Stadia because I'm in the middle of the raid grind for the new raid, and I wanted this certain weapon. Destiny players will know. And something that with the Steam Deck, actually, there is the what was it? Steam Remote Play, the remote link, to where you can stream from your computer to the Steam Deck. So technically, you can play Destiny on the Steam Deck by streaming it from your PC to the deck. Honestly, since it's an online game anyway, and if your PC is like, if you're like wanting to say like you want to go outside, it's a really nice day out, you want to go outside to play because it's a nice day out, but you don't want to stop playing Destiny, grab your deck, go outside. Just use your computer to eat the brunt of it. Cool. But this comes down to a different topic. Destiny 2 already runs on Linux. Bungie had to port it to Google Stadia, which is a Linux-based platform. Admittedly, it doesn't look its best on Stadia, but it's quite playable. Yeah, it's playable. It's not good, but it's playable. I'm not going to go much further into this. If you were looking to play Destiny 2 on Steam Deck, you might just want to look at streaming it. Otherwise, I mean, you might be able to use GeForce Now on the deck to play it. You might be able to use Stadia on the deck to play it if you're really into that. Definitely a lot of options to use it on the deck, but natively on the deck, it's not going to be working. In fact, I wouldn't even risk it because I don't want to be banned. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't either. So, it's a problem. Hopefully, Bungie does opt to change this as maybe next expansion. Maybe next expansion they'll be like, we found a fix. Here's Steam Deck support. That's a year from now. Not out of the question. But I'll be keeping my eye on this. As an avid Destiny 2 player, and as an avid supporter of the Steam Deck, I'm hoping Bungie and Valve can really work together to get this working. So, if you're enjoying the content I create here, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that wonderful jazz. And, and if you're watching this on the 4th, on March 4th, tomorrow will be the Vow of the Disciple Destiny 2 The Witch Queen raid race. At this current point in time, I am raiding with my clan, and I will be streaming live on YouTube the entire day until we finish the raid. So, I will see you all tomorrow on March 5th for the raid. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.